Silver has been used as a biocide for thousands of years, and 3 different mechanisms of disinfection have been characterized. The silver solutions can be applied to the filter by several different methods. These include dipping, painting, and spraying. The RDI factory uses the painting method. The total concentration of silver applied to each filter is 69 milligrams. 46 milligrams are applied to the inside of the filter, while 23 are applied to the outside. Measurements have shown that approximately 30% of the silver leaches out of the filter in the first 25 liters. Because of the leaching of silver, it's recommended by RDI that the filter be rinsed 3 times with water before humans begin to consume the product. There are experiments currently underway using the synchrotron, which should provide valuable information into the quantity and the speciation of silver within the body of the ceramic filter. Filters are then allowed to dry and are packed for shipping. Shipping has been done in a variety of different ways. Sometimes filters are shipped within their own plastic receptacle. Boxes and woven baskets have also been used. A series of laboratory challenge tests have shown the ceramic water filter to be very effective at the removal of indicator pathogens. The filters have demonstrated up to a 5 log level of reduction of bacterium E. coli. These tests have been performed in laboratories in the U.S., Europe, and at the Resource Development International Laboratories in Cambodia. But as we all know, tests in the laboratory and performance in the field are not always the same. It is for this reason the Water Sanitation Program of the World Bank and UNICEF decided to financially support an independent follow-up assessment of 2 large-scale implementations of the ceramic water purifier. This study was conducted by the University of North Carolina. The studies were done at 2 years and 4 years after implementation. Approximately 1,000 household filters were introduced by Resource Development International in Kandal Province. Another 1,000 filters were introduced by International Development Enterprises in Kampong Chhnang and Busat provinces. The study was carried out in 2 parts: a cross-sectional study of households that already received filters to determine uptake and usage rates and associated factors. Also, a nested longitudinal prospective cohort study of 80 households using filters and 80 control households to determine the microbiological effectiveness and the health impacts of the filters in household use. It was shown that filters, when used properly in the home, showed a 99.99% reduction of E. coli. The evidence suggests that education is a key component to the success of the ceramic filter. Filters must be cleaned properly and regularly to protect the receptacle from contamination. Receptacle contamination remains the #1 concern for ceramic water filters in the field. To help combat this problem, special educational materials have been developed. These include flip charts, posters, and even videos using animation to explain how the filters work and to help people use them and maintain them properly. There is also clear evidence that suggests continued use of the filter is directly related to other interventions such as sanitation and hygiene. We can therefore assume that filters will be most effective in a comprehensive water and sanitation program to improve the well-being of users. In the cohort study, filters reduce diarrheal disease by half in users versus non-users. It is important to note that diarrheal disease is the #1 killer of small children in Cambodia and many other developing nations. The NGOs which produce the ceramic water filters suggest replacement of the filter component every 2 years. From the field study, we learned that filters are in use an average of 2 years. The #1 reason villagers stop using the filters is because of accidental breakage. It is interesting to note that filters analyzed in the field study demonstrated no decline in performance after 4 years in the field. Families that paid for the filters showed a sense of ownership and pride. These families also use their filters longer and use them more correctly. Therefore, one would assume that filters should be sold to users and not just given away freely. Key lessons learned from the field study. When used properly, ceramic filters reduce E. coli indicator bacteria by 99.99%. Education is essential to ensure proper use and filter effectiveness. Families that used the filters were 49% less likely to suffer from diarrheal disease than families who did not have the filter. Filters have greater value and are used longer and more properly when sold to users rather than given away for free. The average lifespan of a filter in the field is 2 years. Most disuse is due to accidental breakage. Marketing and promotion. Ceramic water purifiers have been promoted through a variety of techniques, which include door-to-door promotion using audiovisual trucks, sales through local distributors, and the promotion using radio and television spots. Other programs include using NGOs which are already working in the water and sanitation sector. One program, led by RDI, involves local schools. Schools are selected and ceramic water purifiers are distributed to each classroom. In this program, children are taught about water, hygiene, and other health issues by using puppets, music, and drama. Each child is given a drinking water bottle. The student can then take a bottle into their classroom and fill it up with clean water. The water can then be used at school or taken home and used by the student there. The ceramic water purifier is proving itself to be an effective tool to be used in homes and in schools in water treatment. Linked with proper education and other sanitation and hygiene interventions, we can make great strides towards reaching our goals of impacting the world's poor.